You're watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow, and today I am out in the lovely San Francisco at the Palace of the Fine Arts. It's a beautiful day for biking, and we're going to bike across the Golden Gate Bridge in a little bit here, take the ferry past Alcatraz. But before I do all that, let's get a musical guest for this show. Call Brian on speakerphone.
Calling Brian C's on speaker.
Hopefully he answers. No answer.
Hello.
Brian, it's Jazz. How are you?
Jazz, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. I'm out in San Francisco at the Palace of the Fine Arts on a windy day.
Nice.
It's never not windy in San Francisco. So how are you?
Yes. I'm good. I'm enjoying the day and just hanging out.
Right on. It's Memorial Day. Congratulations on the band's new album dropping today.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Got a question. I was thinking about you guys being the Redlines, because of the
And
release.
We're always thinking about you. I mean, my wife, it pisses her off how much I talk about you.
You know what? If I had $1 for everybody that said that to me, I'd have $1. But hey, have a question for you.
Yeah.
Would the Redlines like to be on my TV show, Jazz's Rockin Roadshow?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
We'll do that.
Excellent. All right, well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to bike around San Francisco for a little bit today, and then when I get back to the hotel, I'll buzz you and we'll do a Zoom call. And after that, when I get back to Pittsburgh, you guys come over to the studio, play some songs, have a good time doing an interview. How's that sound?
Sounds good. I'll let the boys know.
I appreciate it. Everybody, it's going to be the Redlines on this episode of Jazz's Rockin Roadshow. watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow out in the lovely San Francisco area at Pier 39. Here in San Francisco, got the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz Island. Of course, you've got the sea lions of Pier 39. Oh gee, the future is here. The last time I saw robots like this was in South Korea, in Seoul. They were a little bigger at the airport. Pretty cool though. This is the Arch in San Francisco. I believe it's Pier 41, the Pier 41 Arch. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it's called. Obviously decommissioned now. This is one of my favorite places to stop when I'm in San Francisco. This is the Musée Mécanique. This is an antique coin-operated arcade museum. And if you've never been here, it's really an experience. Let's check it out. I just want some quarters, and it's like the one time that I have 100. That never happens to me. Dang it. All right, the end of the trail. I'm not quite sure what this does. Let's check it out. Let's put a quarter in and see. Maybe it's doing it. Well, somehow I feel like I got ripped off of a quarter. Dang it. We're going to do the English execution and see the last rites performed. Here we go. Exciting stuff. I would say that arcades have come a long way since back here. Oh! We're gonna check out the Opium Den, and this one is 50 cents. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's a chasing the dragon, I guess. Pretty exciting stuff. Makes me want to go to an opium den. Okay. If you are easily offended, do not play this machine. This is the song of the prairie. They eat beans and fart. I think I'm gonna rent a bicycle at Blazing Saddles. How you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing good. How you doing, sir?
Good. You got a bike for me today?
Of course, we have many
Excellent.
bikes for you.
All right.
Are you thinking to do a regular bike or an electric bike?
I think a regular bike. What I want to do is go across the bridge and take the ferry back.
Excellent.
When you are out here in San Francisco, you need to rent a bike from Blazing Saddles. I
Bike the
always
bridge.
rent one. What's that?
Bike the bridges.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
It smells so good down here because everybody's barbecuing and cooking on the grill and having a good time. But there's the Golden Gate Bridge. That's what we're going to be riding across in a few moments. But before we do that, there's a big hill I have to pedal up. And every time I do it, I cuss and moan, but I make it. But then you think you're done because you went up the big hill, but you really didn't take into account that half the bridge still goes uphill until you reach the middle of it. And then, and only then, it starts to go downhill. And then it's pretty much all downhill until Salisa, I think it's called. And that's where we'll catch the ferry. You know, on the last episode, which I shot last week, I was out in Phoenix hiking through the desert. And I was complaining because I don't like walking. And I stand by what I said. I'd much rather pedal a bike. We are getting closer to the Golden Gate Bridge. It's right there. Not very far. Look how beautiful that is. That's where we're going next, right across the bridge. Pedal power. All right, I made it just in time for the Pier 1 ferry. Hello, hello. All right. So I have the bike loaded up on the ferry. About a 25-minute trip to get to San Francisco. And I think we're gonna go upstairs and see what's up there. Well, as soon as we get to Pier 1 here, I get to pedal all the way back up to Pier 41. I made it back to the hotel, and I've got Brian from the Redlines on a Zoom call. How you doing, buddy?
Yes. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm good.
Oh, we are thousands of
Where you
miles
at?
apart. I am in San Francisco, hanging
Nice.
out at the, well, I don't know what the name of this place is, the Gateway Inn, I think it is. It's real close to the airport. I've never been here before, but just my digs, if you can see them. Yay.
Yeah, nice.
So, anyways, today is a special day for you guys being the Redlines, because
Yes.
not only is it Memorial Day, Monday the 29th of May, but what just happened today?
We dropped our new EP today. Surprise.
And this is
Yes.
kickout. What are you kicking out? Is it kick out today or kick out tomorrow or yesterday?
No, we're done with today. We're kicking out tomorrow.
Okay, so kick out today. Wait, now it's kick out tomorrow. You kicked out today was the first one. So anybody out there?
Yeah, in I think it was May of last year, we released an EP called Kick Out Today. And today we released an EP called Kick Out Tomorrow.
Excellent. So the next one's going to be Kick Out Next Week or something like that.
No, we're done kicking it out. That's the next EP name. We're done kicking it out.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on the EP. So
All right, thanks.
awesome news. Everybody out there watching this, go buy it, stream it, steal it, listen to it. If you steal it and you like it, then give them some money afterwards. How's that? I can't tell people to steal your album, but it is 2023 and everybody does steal music now. Where'd you guys record at?
Same place we did last year at a place called the Oxide Shed, which is it is a home studio of Eddie Ashworth, who is in Athens, Ohio. Eddie he used to be a engineer in Redondo Beach, California, at a place called Total Access. And when he was there, he recorded a plethora of awesome bands, including one of my 90s favorites, Sublime, Slightly Stupid, even recorded Great White's albums in the 90s, like Once Bitten and Twice Shy, Pennywise, Frenzal Rhomb, bunch of Southern California, well, Australian for Frenzal Rhomb, but a bunch of California punk rock bands that we listen to. And not that we're ever a punk rock band, but
yeah, you guys pulled out all the stops then. I mean, like that guy's made for what you're doing with all those artists that you named.
Yeah, it was cool. We this time around, we recorded this a year ago, last June, and we stayed at Eddie's house for 6 days in a row. You know, you go to sleep there, you wake up there, you eat there. 6 days in a row, we were there. And then I went back 2 weeks later for a couple days to finish up some vocals that we didn't get done in those 6 days. And so it was really cool to actually finish the thing in like within 2 weeks.
Yeah, wow.
Opposed to how a lot of times you just got to do weekend stuff. You drive to the studio, drive home, drive back, and then maybe a month later when you were able to book some more time, go back in there and pick up where you left off. And so it was a really, really cool process.
Yeah, when you're able to like live at a studio or have it booked for a whole week, that makes a huge difference because you really focus in on it. You're just we just went until whatever midnight. We're all tired. Let's just get up and tomorrow just start right back and boom. And that's such a cool creative process. So
yeah, because after you're done recording for the day too, you sit around a fire and have a couple beers and you talk about lots of stuff, but what you just did and what you're going to do tomorrow, or what, hey, let's try this. I like the way this happened on this song, but I'm hearing this, and let's try that. And it's fresh. So it opens up a lot more possibilities. You get to talk to your engineer / producer right there, and the clock's not going.
Absolutely. Excellent. Speaking of, you said he was in California. It looks like you're in California. It looks nice where you're at.
No, I wish. I'm in Butler, Pennsylvania. But now this is the view from my porch.
Well, that doesn't look so bad either. There's no ocean.
I sit out in this egg chair a lot.
Yeah, nice. So you guys have been kind of quasi drummerless lately, right?
Well, that was a weird time. We got a drummer he was our fourth drummer last year in May of 2022, Sandro Campagna, and everything was good. But after the summer of just gigging and doing some out of state, out of town stuff, he brought it to our attention that, hey, listen, with my schedule, I can't really keep up with you guys. So I'm not leaving right now, but you're gonna have to look for a new drummer that's gonna be able to do what you want to do, buys and stuff.
If you guys are playing in Pittsburgh, you're branching out and hitting other.
Yeah. We like to go out in, I guess, more of a regional area or tri-state area, whatever the hell that means. But we were playing in West Virginia and Maryland and Ohio. And sometimes it was, we had a gig in Dayton one time, just there and back, which was a long, you try to do 2 gigs at least on something like that. And then it's a whole weekend too. So, and he's got a bunch of family obligations and stuff. So anyway, we had like three people that were practicing, and it was rough. Thankfully, a friend of mine in a band called Tempered, Zach Gracie, had mentioned his friend Sam Berman to us, who I knew the name, and Tony knew the name from he was drummer from Knoxville here in Pittsburgh, but they're nationally known. They're on the Get Hip record label. They toured Spain, lots of other places. But so Zach mentioned him to me, and Sam was available to. He still plays in some other band, but he was available to come check it out. And like, I can at least play with you guys through June, and then through June became through the rest of 2023. So that's where we are now, and we're going to reassess that in October. But I am really hoping that we're done with that drummer starts, because I think Sam fits in great, and I think he's the drummer that we have been looking for the last 10 flipping years.
Yeah. Well,
that's no exaggeration. 10 years.
Yeah. Well, finding the right people is key, because there is the talent aspect of it, which is very important, but you also got to get along with the people, because what people don't realize, like you mentioned playing in Ohio, even just to go to Ohio, let's say you got a 6-hour drive and you're on stage for 40 minutes. That's that's that much time versus that much time you're living with the person in a van or a car or whatever. So y'all better get along. Well, that's great. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
And
well, thank you.
So here's what I would like to do. I'm going to have you guys come to the studio, jam some tunes. I want to hear you guys play T-Bird, right? From the last EP, from the first kick out day.
Love doing T-Bird.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play you're going to play T-Bird at my place, and I'm going to put it right here in the video in the TV show. So this is Redlines with T-Bird. By the way, congratulations on all the press and the new album dropping today. Go pick it up. Here's T-Bird.
I want a leather jacket. I want to be a T-Bird. I would be a badass as a 50s greaser. I'll be a cool rider, and you can be my Michelle. Jump on up behind me, you can bad as hell. Wrap your arms around me tight, I think the last thing you'll ever do. We ride to forget everything, we'll close our eyes and just go. I want a leather jacket, I wanna be a T-Bird. I would be a badass as a 50s greaser. We could go to Drag City in my new dragster. We could rinse the things, all dead man's curve. Open up the throttle, slip my hair back, rub the handle on my switchblade, wipe away the past. I want a leather jacket, I wanna be a T-Bird. I would be a badass as a 50s greaser. I want a leather jacket, I wanna be a T-Bird. I would be a badass as a 50s greaser. I'll be a cool rider. You can be my Michelle. Jump on up behind me, you look bad as hell. I wanna let a jacket, I wanna be a T-Bird. I will be a badass as a 50s greaser.
Well, it's 3:27 a.m. in the morning. Surprisingly, I'm not as tired as I thought I'd be. I got a good solid 2.5 hours of sleep. But now it's time to go back to the studio and hang out with the Redlines. They're going to come over and play some tunes. This is the Redlines with Take What You Can Get.
But if you play it cool and play by the rules, when you're on top you won't be playing the fool. So there's just one hitch, with the flick of the switch, life can make you fair. What you can get, what you can get, how you can get, how you can get it. What you can get, what you can get, how you can get, what to get it is good. One minute you're up, and the next you're down. One day you're slumming, the next you're wearing the crown. Don't take it for granted, 'cause this world is slanted. Don't fall asleep, or you'll be transplanted. One day you're sticking rich, singing perfect pitch. The next you're taking a day. What you can get, what you can get, how you can get it. What you can get, what you can get, how you can get it. What to get it is good. Well, it's milk, honey. Elephants got money. Lick it up, shake it up. While it's still sunny. For as long as you can and it's understood. Get it while it's hot, but get it is good. For as long as you can and it's understood. Get it while it's hot, but get it is good. What you can get, what you can get.
All right, so I'm here with the Redlines, and why don't you guys introduce yourselves and tell everybody about the Redlines?
I'm Sam. I'm Brian.
I'm Tony.
I'm Jason.
I'm glad you are all smart enough to fall in line with that shit.
Just for the record, I think they were all lying. I don't think that's who they are.
No, I'm Brian.
I'm Brian.
Yeah. So we got Brian on guitar and vocals. We got Sam on drums, percussion. We got Tony on bass and vocals, and we got Jason on guitar and vocals. Almost flopped you guys around there. Sorry about that. So, you guys have been playing around Pittsburgh for how many years?
10
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
Officially, we're saying 10 years. 2013 is when we started.
You guys not only play in Pittsburgh, but you guys travel a bit and play different locations, right?
Yeah, we put the brakes on that a little bit lately, just because finding a new drummer, and but yeah, we like to get out of town and just see other places and meet other people and go back to those places and just it's nice.
Spread your wings and
Yeah.
fly. Yes.
Yeah, we've hit Youngstown, Canton, down in West Virginia, Maryland, kind of the tri-state, state area, I guess.
I think you guys are really wise for doing that because there's so many bands that get comfortable playing the same place, all the time or their little area, and you guys are breaking new ground. And I think you need to do that. Being an original band, you got to get the music out there to the people,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we don't want to oversaturate in Pittsburgh.
We definitely don't have a home in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
There's no one venue that we can say is kind of like home base in terms of actual Pittsburgh, anyway.
Yeah.
But Jay's got a place out by his in Beaver, New Brighton, at Woolly Woolies, which is kind of where we started.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
So that's definitely a place that we've been to repeatedly over that entire 10-year course. But other than that,
We started there.
Yeah, basically, build a mic night. Yeah.
nice. It's good to have a home base, somewhere to go back to.
Yeah.
Tell me about your last two EPs because they're kind of they go together, right?
they do.
That's a cool idea.
They're companion pieces.
So how'd that come about? Tell a little about that.
It came about because of how long the vinyl turnaround was to get a record pressed. When we were getting ready to put out what is Kick Out Today, which was last year's EP. Originally, it was called Kick Out Tomorrow, taken from a line in from that EP from Running with the Pack, which was why kick out today when you can kick out tomorrow. It's basically about putting things off. So it was called Kick Out Tomorrow, and we realized when we were getting ready to send stuff out that because the idea for this whole EP originally was, hey, let's put out. I wanted to put a EP out on a 7-inch. So you got to have short songs to do 2 and 2, 2 on the A side, 2 on the B side. So you can stretch it out to 7 minutes. So it's like an average 3.5 minutes per song. So we had 4 3.5-minute songs that we were doing. And even for 7 inches, it was like 7 months. And at that point, we're not patient people. We didn't want to wait that long. So I came up with this plan. Say, all right, well, let's name this one Kick Out Today. We'll go ahead, schedule studio time really quick and record the follow-up. We'll call it Kick Out Tomorrow. And we'll just do an inverse on the artwork because this was just like on a red background,
Picture
of us in black and white. So like the next year we'll do the EP Kick Out Tomorrow and there'll be black background, red lettering, and that same photo. And then we'll just, that Kick Out Today will be on one side, Kick Out Tomorrow will be on side B, and that'll be that. So that was, in theory, that was a good plan. But the hard part was we didn't really have any songs that really paired up well with Kick Out Today, the 4 songs that were on Kick Out Today. So we had to quickly get songs together. We threw in a cover to make it a little easier. You had to come up with 4 songs. So we did a James Brown tune. And Jay had a riff that we had been working on that turned into Black Wheels. I grabbed 2 songs actually from a previous band, which was called the Gramercy Riffs. Go Warriors.
Right? Can you dig it?
Dig it. Yeah.
Can you dig it?
We had songs Drown in Gin, which is on the EP, and Come Alive, and Take What You Can Get. I think we had already been working on that one. And that one came together pretty easy. So we're probably about 3 weeks out of recording in June, back again at the Oxide Shed with Eddie Ashworth in Athens, Ohio. And for the last 2 days, I had really put together what I thought was like my best song ever. So, and Come Alive was not really going too well.
Yeah.
Tony wasn't feeling some stuff. And so we had practice and I'm like, all right, we're cutting Come Alive and we're working on this brand new song that I just wrote that has a lot of changes and it's not really a cut and paste style, song. Like you have this progression, but the second time the progression happens, this last chord is different than the first time. So it had all these little different nuances to it. So they weren't really happy that day, but they went with it, thankfully. And it actually worked really well. And we pulled it off. And yay for us.
Really I was skeptical, but yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Somehow we pulled it off. Yeah.
So that was a good haircut and a great pair of boots, which I don't know where that title is. They may have actually stolen that. I'm not sure.
Well, there's a lot.
And I think I may have stolen it from somebody locally. I'm not sure. I think I heard somebody say it on like a radio show or something. I don't know. I can't remember where this title came from, but I wrote it down. And then I came back to it later.
They're going to sue us for everything we have.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
It took, 8-9 months to get pressed?
I don't remember. I think it was put out by Paul Neal and Gatzulhu Records.
Okay.
And I think we gave it to him in October, and we got it in what month is it now?
December.
We got it at the beginning of May.
Wow.
7 months.
Yeah. Wow. You are patient.
So, but we planned that.
Yeah.
Like we recorded it in June.
Knowing.
And we had it done. Like we went to Eddie's for 5 days in a row. We stayed there. I had to go back the next week, and then I think we went back for mixing.
But the funny thing is that we basically wrote the songs in May, recorded them in June, and never played them again until April of 2023.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we had these songs.
Except for Take What You Can Get. We started doing that in February.
But still, it was like almost a year that we sat on these songs.
So we had to really rehearse these songs for the release show that we had in June on the 3rd, because we had other people playing with us for that show. So we didn't want to look like shitty musicians.
Of all the people that should know our songs, it should be us.
I think I might have been at that show.
Yeah.
I think you might have.
So how did you get involved with these guys?
I was recommended by a mutual friend of everyone's.
Yes.
This guy is Zach Gracie, who plays in a band called Tempered. I think he suggested my name to you.
Yep. Yeah.
He hit me up on Instagram, and running the DMs, sliding in, just like asking if I be interested. I think this was the start of the new year. Like February or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's a good fit.
Yeah.
I like what you do back
Thank you.
here. How many of your songs have the slide guitar? Like any of the new ones have your slide guitar?
None of the new ones, no. There's only 2 songs, I think, total. There's one where I just played traditional slide and one where I played a lap steel. But yeah. That was on the last record.
Yeah, lap steel was what I was thinking.
That one's Under the Morning Sun has Panic Attack, which is where he plays a lap steel.
Yeah.
And then This Empty House is also on the same album.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a traditional slide.
It's not so good.
I like that because it's something a little different, especially for bands. You don't see that in a club very often. It's like, whoa, what's this slap?
Yeah.
I can attest to that with my old band Knox Boys, because we had a slide guitar player in the band who was my uncle. And the genre of garage rock, usually you'd expect that to hear that in like country or blues music.
Yeah.
It was just a total new, and people every show, I do not exaggerate, every show would be like, what is that instrument? But everyone's seen what a mellow bar looks like.
Right.
So I can attest, slide guitar brings a lot.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, they always ask me.
Yeah,
it was awesome. That song with the slide.
Yeah.
Or when you bust out the melodica.
Yeah.
People are like, what's that blowy thing?
Yeah, the blowy thing. That is the name of it. It is the blowy thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, first off, thank you, or not first off, I guess. Last off, thank you guys for jamming here tonight. I really appreciate you coming and playing for everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
What do you want to leave the audience with? Go see these guys. I'm going to say it. Go see them.
Why kick out today when you can kick out tomorrow?
And there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Where's the wisdom?
the Redlines.